Assalamu alaikum. Basically, this is report sample page that I'm showing you. So in the same way, we'll have only the reports are left. So I'll tell you. This page is basically telling you the basic concept how the reports will look like. Huh? So for example, here you can select the month, and as soon as you will click update, you will get either your expenses or your payables data or your receivables data just beneath that. Then you can click on export to Excel to export that data. This is just a dummy form report I'm showing you. Now, on clicking clear, the data will clear. On clicking export to Excel, all the data that will be populated in that particular month, supposing if it is a payable or a receivable or your expense, it can be exported to Excel easily. So this is just a sample report that I'm showing you. Just close it. So basically your reports will be, I'm going to create two reports for the receivables. One will be customer wise report, just like this table. It will have these fields. And I think date field will also come to this. And another report will be customer statement of individual customer. So the format I just showed you in Access, so you will be able to select a customer and the dates, or you can just compile all the data of a single customer. So I'll create a drop down for you where you will be able to select a customer and all these fields will populate. So this is the part that's remaining. So you will have two reports for customer like this, receivables, and two reports for your payables with the vendor, and one report for your expenses. So these reports, I'll complete them in these 2 days. So let's go to the software and check what has been completed. So I go to the desktop and let me check. Here it is. So I open the folder. Here is our software. So this is the our login screen. So click add my login name admin, and admin 123 is the password. As soon as I'll click login, our main page will open. This is our customers form. So here you are seeing you are on record number 1. So you can perform different operations here, like you can traverse through the records by clicking on next record button. You can go to the previous record. You can go to the Okay, so you're on the first record. It says you can go to the last record, you can go to the first record. And supposing if you make some change in the data, like I've entered these ends, so there's an undo button. There's a provision of undo button. So I just click on undo and the change gets back. And there's another feature of find and replace. So you can just find any text. Supposing uh, customer Supposing we find Pakistan, so it just finds that and you can replace it with, for example, we say Germany, replace. So it will just replace all. So it will replace all. Wherever there were Pakistan, it will replace it. So these are the operations you can perform on the current data. So how you will create a new record, you'll click on add record, and now you can create a new customer Z, for example, Z company. You'll write his phone number. You can enter the address. You can enter city, and the initial amount, supposing it is 10,000. So now your data is saved. Huh? So there's another provision of there's an Excel-like view which is called datasheet view in Access. So you can view the datasheet view by clicking datasheet view button. So you'll get an Excel-like view of all the records present in your customer table. So you're watching all the customers, huh? So I just close it. In the same way, after that we have customer transactions form. In customer transactions form, if I click add record, so I can add a date of transaction, and here you can see all the available customers that you entered in the customers tab. So you can select a customer and you can write any transaction description, so ABC, and then you can write credit, either it is a credit or a debit, huh? So supposing if it is credit, so I say 1000 is been credit. So now clicking this record, this transaction has been recorded for customer C. So in the same way you can have click data, you can click data sheet view to look at the Excel like view of the same table. I'll add a formula for the balance so that running balance is being calculated for it. So this bit is also remaining. Besides this, all these buttons work same on all the tabs. A kind of symmetry has been maintained so that same functionality are available on all the forms. So we have customer form, and in customer transactions form, the same customer is pulled in a drop down, and you saw how other credit or debit info is being added. Same data will be used for the purpose of reporting. So this is our customer section. Next we go to the vendors. Here you can enter new vendor, for example vendor Z. You can enter vendor address ABC, vendor contact number. So so the philosophy of vendor and vendor transaction is almost the same. So you can select the vendor here that you just edit here, and then you can add his description and uh, write about whether it is a credit or debit. I think these fields needs to be modified because so you'll write the spare parts or the commodities that you are purchasing, and I think only amount field should come. So this needs to be Irfan, this needs to be modified as well. So all the things, products, spare parts you are purchasing, and we'll have a amount field here and payable field. Credit and debit, yeah, credit and debit should come here. So, supposing if you purchase uh, machines from them, and if it is a credit, so you'll write it's supposing 5,000, and if it is a debit, you'll write it here, and balance will be calculated. So balance formula I'll just incorporate in few hours. So this is how your vendor transactions will be calculated, and your customer transactions will be here, your vendor transactions will be here, and vendors that will be pulled in vendor transaction will come from here, and the customers that will come in customer transaction will be pulled from here. Next is our expenses. So the company that will be using this software, they can record their expenses in the expenses tab. They can enter the date, expenses description, expenses category. So expenses description, supposing it is for lunch expense, and so we can add a category of other here. So let me just make a quick change for you. So supposing it is utility bills, huh? So let's change this bills, and expense amounts is say 3,500. So it will be saved like this, so you can go back and check them out. So I think we should add other so that any miscellaneous categories can be accommodated in the expenses. So I'll add an other field for you also. So this was our expenses form, and you can also see the expense form in datasheet view like this. So all the expenses will come here. So let me just check this. Okay, here our reports will come. So clicking reports, the reports will come. So clicking, this is basically, this is the exit button. You will have it on all your forms. So whenever a user want to exit from the software, you can click on the exit button and the software will exit. So thank you, and I'll complete the remaining tasks, and inshallah we'll be sending an updated video shortly. Thank you very much.